So you see, over the weekend, while I was at home, and it was a chill weekend for me because most weekends are usually very chaotic. I'm either hosting a wedding or hosting another event or attending an event. But while I was at home over this weekend, I decided to listen to artists, like a random shuffle of artists that I've never heard about. And I came across one amazing artist, which I must say I'm really, really impressed. I'm already a fanboy right now. Trust me, I'm sold. The artist already has a new fan. And the name of that artist, ladies and gentlemen, is the amazing Teledalase. And I'm just going to give you a brief overview of who Teledalase is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of Relufe Music Review, a show where we review Nigerian music in all of its glory and expression. My name is Theophilus Olayanjo, and I bring you all the tea as concerns Nigerian music, ranging from singles to albums, EPs, and even music videos. Please know that every of my opinion is based on my personal bias and knowledge, even though I try to be constructively objective. With that out of the way, let's get right into the business of today. So, the body of work I'm going to be reviewing today is Teledalase's EP that she has titled Bad Wife Has No Tongue. And I gotta say, let me give you a brief overview of who Teledalase is. Teledalase Ayomide Ogundipe, known as Teledalase, is a Nigerian-American singer and songwriter born and raised in Osogbo, Osun State, Nigeria. For one, twinsies. I was born and raised in Osogbo as well. So you got a fan there. Aside from, giving us beautiful music, we go way back. We go way back. I recognize you. RRR recognizes real. And she started singing and composing songs around the age of 5 and got even bigger influences and inspiration as she grew from great artists including Lagbaja, Bob Marley, Whitney Houston, Adele, Sainabo, Say, Jacob Banks, and Shola Allyson. Little wonder why our songs sound like them, because the greatest influence on our music are these kind of people. She grew up listening to R&B, pop music, not necessarily, a little bit of course some jazz as well, but a little bit of Afrobeat or dancehall. So you could tell that she has a background in R&B a lot and pop music. Then of course juju song too. And honestly, she sounds really amazing. Her lyrics, her choice of song, her tune, her words, demeanor, even on songs, it was so amazing. I had to take my time. Like it was the perfect album for me. It was the perfect body of work for me for the chill weekend that I had last week. It was really, really good. And like I usually say that music as a form of art is an expression of who you are, your persona, your experiences, where you grow up, your journey, the society that you live in. It's mostly an expression of who you are. As much as I understand that sometimes artists sing other people's experiences, not necessarily their own. Sometimes they don't tell their own story. But other times you could tell that, even when they are not telling their own personal stories, you could tell that there's an infusion of their experiences, their influences, the things that shape their mindset, their mentality about life, right? And Teledalase is one of such amazing, beautiful artists, upcoming and whatnot. She's not your regular, mainstream artist. One of the things I discovered actually is that in 2022, she released a series of singles showcasing a diverse sound and fluidity as an artist. In 2024, she composed and performed original songs from the soundtrack of the Netflix series Anikulapo, Rise of the Spectre, which is amazing to know. This is actually really amazing. And she also released her first EP, The Ones Who Didn't Die, Part 1, in January 2024. I think she has a thing for, making a statement, no pun intended. With her titles, and I'm of the opinion, it's just a bias anyways, nothing serious. I'm of the opinion that one of the ways that you know that an album will bang or a body of work will bang is just watch out for the title of the body of work. All those titles that sound like a statement or that sounds like they are writing a letter and somewhere in between love and something. The cat, the mouse, and the something. It always makes sense because, again, like I said, it feels like the artist is trying to make a statement. Again, no pun intended, right? So I listened to this album, and it was really good. She opened up with the first song in the album that she titled Unwanted. Now, Unwanted is for the girlies, or for people that, feels like they usually think that they are the problem, because, especially when it comes to love, because people don't want them, people don't desire them. It makes them, go back into their shell. People that think they have the problem, or people that have been unfortunate to always meet bad people when it comes to relationship, people that are unfortunate with their decisions or their choice of men or women. So it makes them feel like they had a problem. And I think this song was dedicated. I don't know her story. Maybe she has always had issues with, bad guys. How good girls are always ending up with the bad guys, and the bad girls are the ones getting the good men. Crazy world we live in, right? Another song I like so much in the body of work was ABD. ABD felt like a declaration of love to your partner, how they make you feel, what you would want to be to them. And it was such a beautiful song. Of course, I also like other songs as well. It was a 5-track EP, and aside from the first song, which is Unwanted, one of my favorite songs on that EP was Agbaya. Agbaya was a song to cuss somebody out, and she didn't do it in a subtle way. She did it mixed with amapiano. Do you know how bad that is? That it's a different kind of, disrespecting somebody, right? You're not disrespecting them in a low tone. You are making so much noise about it. You're making it danceable. Imagine cussing somebody now, letting them know that their father is an Agbaya, their father is an Agbaya, but you can dance to it. Imagine cussing somebody out and you're dancing amapiano. Feel that. I really love Teledalase. Teledalase is such a soulful artist. She's a thoughtful artist. She's soulful. Her sound, her melody, her tune, her lyrics. Such a breath of fresh air. And I really, I can't wait to see more work from her, more body of work from her. I've listened to a number of her other single tracks as well, and her first EP too. So much beauty contained in one person. She embodies soulfulness. She embodies calm, femininity. Yes, there's also actually another song in the EP that talked about, femininity, and the song is Kuluso. I'm Yoruba. Kuluso, growing up, I know that, young girls, there's this small tiny animal that is a borrower, right? It stays in the sand. There's this small tiny animal, and back in those days while I was growing up, young girls used to, put the kuluso on their breast to make it grow. I think that the idea of that song Kuluso was a mockery of the unrealistic expectations that, people, the demands that we place on women, on young girls, to have baby, to be mothers, to be this, to be motherly, which is not bad, but it's not everything about being a female is motherhood. I think Chimamanda talked about it, the peak of femininity is not motherhood. You can be a woman and still be everything you want to be, even if you're not a mother, right? So I really like that song. The EP, solid 10 over 10 EP. Solid 10 over 10 EP. And that's my review on the EP, The Bad Wife Has No Tongue. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Once again, you can follow us across all social media platforms at Relufe TV. Like, subscribe, and share on YouTube at Relufe TV. And if you have any body of work you want us to review, please let me know in the comment section until I come your way on another episode of Relufe Music Review. My name is Theophilus.